For me, probably the biggest ongoing challenge in my life, but in my academic life, has been dealing with chronic pain and invisible disability or invisible illness. We don't understand things that are not easily diagnosed. When something is complex and when something is internal and invisible, it often becomes stigmatized as fake, and it becomes ignored and it becomes repressed because of that. And so that's been a huge struggle for me to be able to kind of balance two very different sides of my identity. The Ashli Akins that the world knows is extremely successful, is extremely reliable, is extremely ambitious. It's not a facade, that's the truth, but it's a part of the truth. The other part of the truth that is equally a part of my identity is that, 90% of the time I'm in pain. Sometimes it's a little, and sometimes it's extremely debilitating. And sometimes that means that I can't be the Ashli Akins that the world wants me to be and thinks that I am. And so I end up competing against my own self. So I think that has been by far the biggest balance and struggle during my academic career, to hold those two hats and figure out how to live with the hidden identity a little bit more, honor it a little bit more, so that it can be more sustainable and more part of who I am without shame. Resilience to me is the ability to be willing to be vulnerable and be willing to be authentically strong at times and weak at times. If we want to grow, if we want to learn, we have to be willing to fail. We have to be willing to make mistakes. And that means our mentors and our teachers have to support us in doing that. They have to understand that we're going to go through ebbs and flows. We're going to go through times of health relapses. We're going to go through times of unknowns, of questioning our paths. And that's a brilliant thing. That's a beautiful thing, because that means we're growing. That means we're figuring it out and we're having, a point of reorganization and of chaos. And that's gorgeous, because if not, we never have the opportunity to figure out what pieces of our own puzzle we want to take with us for the next stage and let the rest go. And without that vulnerability to try and fail and embrace all the pain along the way, it's a very stagnant and inauthentic existence, I think.